Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. In the Day family, we got my girl Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fellas, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady is having a tough time with men. All right, she trying to figure out how to get some man she like, some attractive gentleman to take her serious, but it's just not working out for her. So listen, she came to ask Ashley to get some advice, and I'll give my assessment along the way. So, fellas, let's take a walk with Ashley and check out her advice. And you know, I'll give my take.
Hi, welcome Enzo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay. What brings you up tonight?
Ashley, girl,
Mhm.
I'm about to start not liking men for real. I got to
Oh
tell you what just
no.
happened. So, I was in the grocery store, minding my little old business. A man approached me. He was really handsome, really cute.
Oh.
So I was like, "Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting it. So, he said, he told me his name, and he said, can I take you out on a date? I said, okay.
Okay. He came with it. He said, "You know what? I saw her. She's beautiful. I'm gonna come correct. Can I take
Yes.
you out?" Okay.
And he was a little younger. I don't really want nobody 5 years younger than me, but I said, let me try. Let me try. So we exchanged numbers. He said, can you go out tonight? I said, no, I can't do tonight. I already had plans. I didn't have plans, but I didn't want him to think, ooh, you really want to date. So I said, no, I have plans. So how about tomorrow?
Right. She's like, I don't want to give desperate chat. Okay. You gotta leave a little air, a little room. I'm
Yes.
busy.
So I said, okay. He said, okay, tomorrow is cool. So we talked that night. He seemed very mature. Everything seemed like it was going well. So the next day, we talked, and he said, well, I got something to do. I had to help a friend fix a car. So so what's the best time for you? I said, a time after 3 is fine because I'll be free.
Mhm.
Um, he said nothing. Like, didn't say nothing at all. No text, no call after 3. Just got quiet. So I said, oh, so I'm thinking from our conversation, like, what's the problem? He seemed very mature. So I'm like, did the man die? So no, he didn't die. So I called him. Because I'm concerned at this point.
You're concerned about someone you just met.
I have a little heart of gold. Maybe that's the delusion in me.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I call. He was like, I said, hey, are you okay?
No, no, you ain't got a heart of gold. It ain't that you gave him a chance. Okay, he was cute and he paid your ass a mind, and he ain't the kind of man that usually pay you no goddamn mind. That's what's going on, young lady. All right, all of these fantasies and fairy tales, you don't have nothing else better going on. All right, you don't have nothing else better going on. And he was the kind of guy who don't never talk to you. And he was talking to you. And she ain't telling us she probably gave him them cookies. All right. Yeah, she gave him them cookies. Because, baby girl, let me explain to you what that is. All right, some attractive man, and you know these kind of men don't usually holler at you. You need to be suspicious. Yeah, 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 because whatever on his mind, he just think you would do it. You look like you would do it. And when you wouldn't do it right then and there, you ain't have no chance. That means you didn't stand no kind of chance. All right, that means he just needed to get that off right there. And you wasn't going right there, so you blew your shot. And I know you knew if you knew you would be blowing your shot, you would have took it right there. All right, I get it. You don't get many opportunities. All right, but this'll be a woman who will have all these standards, fellas. Who will have all these standards for the men who would really find her attractive. All right, she not a bad looking lady. She not hot, but she not a bad looking lady. She could get herself something. All right, but trust me, she thinks she deserves some certain kind of man. And whenever they look like that, fellas, she think he need to be extremely attractive because she is not. He need to be that guy in high school that would never talk to her, that she liked. He need to be him. All right, or he need to be a superstar of some kind. All right, and they not the kind of men who approach her. So when the kind of men who normally would approach her, but which ain't even often those kind of men. All right, she just don't have no luck with men. She one of those kind of women. You see, she a heavy lady. All right, she fair looking, nothing wrong with the way she look, but yeah, fellas, and listen, she not gonna be. You know what I mean? But it's some men that will love to have it, and we all know it. We all know it. So we know this lady get opportunities when she gets some. All right, but she got that guy going up against this guy she can't get, this fantasy man, and she thinks she's settling for him because the guy she can't get won't pay her no mind. So that means she's settling for him. No, that's not what that means. That means the guy that you can't get not gonna settle for you, baby. That's all that means. All right. And you're not settling for the guys who approach you and find you attractive. You're not settling for them. All right. The guys who you find attractive don't feel the same way about you. All right. And he was the kind of guy who approached you. Finally, you finally got one. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's the delusion in you. All right. That's the you'll do moment. All right, and you thought that meant you think you would get that mistaken, but he found you attractive, and you get these kind of men, and you don't. The kind of men who normally approach you are the kind of men who find you attractive. The kind of men who don't never approach you don't find you attractive. The kind of men who approach you the least find you the least attractive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I call. He was like, I said, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm like, okay. What happened? Oh, nothing happened. I just feel like, you're a lot for me, and I don't know if I can handle all that.
Okay.
Fellas, if you let her tell it, they had 2 or 3 conversations, and she a lot for him. No, either she gave him them cookies on the first date, like I think. All right, and I know it's number 2, definitely. She don't have no other options. Ain't nobody paying her no mind. All right, and she thought she had one.
All that.
Okay.
I said, oh, okay. Block, delete. I said, I don't have no time to play with nobody 5 years younger than me. I do not.
Fellas, she ain't care nothing about him being 5 years younger. These excuses she need to use for why she was in control of the situation, and she was giving him a chance. He was 5 years younger, and she don't even date guys 5 years younger. She wouldn't give a damn how old he was. He was cute. All right, she wouldn't give a damn if he lived on the street. He was cute. Trust me. And those kind of guys don't usually approach her.
With nobody 5 years younger than me. I do not. So after that, he was trying to call, blog, and no. You already done made me mad. So that's where I'm at, Ashley. I'm at the point where I'm just going to not like men. I'm going to hate men. That's where I'm at.
Why?
How was he trying to call if you blocked him? All right, check this out, baby girl. This is a story you telling. All right, another one of these hood rats, man. She went to Cap Central. All right, and she up here dreaming. Baby girl, listen, the man not interested in you. He was never really that interested in you. All right, he saw you in the market. You look like you would do it. All right, listen, baby girl, you got everything hanging out. All right, you look like a heavy lady. All right, and those kind of men normally don't approach you. I get it. And now you in your feelings and you want to take this out on men. No, because we know you get some kind of men. We know it's some men that'll love to have you. All right. You see, you think you want to put all these expectations on that bus driver who thought you was fine. All right. But you ain't got no expectations of this cute dude except that he called you. All right. Because he ain't never going to call you. All right. But the man you could get and will call you, you would get impossible on him. See, you would have him competing with that guy who approached you and then ghosted you basically the same day. You would have that bus driver who thought you was fine competing with this attractive guy who wouldn't pay your ass no mind, not for real. All right, and then he got a problem with you. You think you settling for him. Because that guy who wouldn't pay you no mind ain't paying you no mind, and you call that settling for this gentleman who really think you attractive, and that's how you gonna be spinning in infinity.
Oh, that's where I'm at, Ashley. I'm at the point where I'm just gonna not like men. I'm gonna hate men. That's where I'm at.
Why? Why does it take one man to ruin the whole thing? And here's the thing, and this is not only to you, dog. This is to everyone watching. All my ladies, you need to have more than one option.
Yeah.
You just told me you don't have a roster. That's what I just heard.
Yeah.
When I heard your story, you don't have a roster and you don't have enough men approaching you. That's what I.
You see why they shouldn't go talk to women? She just told her she should have a roster. Baby girl, she can only tell you how to get played with. Because the minute I find out you got a roster, you ain't never coming off mine. All right, listen, the minute I know you got a roster, maybe you think I think I'm the only one on the roster you smashing, and don't nobody else get none of that. You ain't gonna never convince me of that. You're only gonna convince women of that dumb stuff and simps. All right, you got a roster because you can't get a man that you want to take you serious, and that's the only reason you got a roster. All right, you wouldn't need one if you could. All right, because you ain't nothing to be taken serious. That's why you got a roster, and that's why you shouldn't go and talk to women. All right, she can only tell you how to get played with, young lady. She can't tell you how to get yourself a good man who will go through hell and high water for you, lock him down, and go ahead and start your life. She can't help you with that. You gotta go talk to some men for that. But see, they gonna tell you a bunch of shit you don't want to hear. Like you need to get your ass in the gym. You can't even compete for the best of the men who already approach you. You're not even in competition, good competition for the best of the men who already approach you. See, superstars don't want this. They don't.
Okay? So that's why you're putting all your focus on this one guy who's 5 years younger, who's probably still immature and can't really, keep up with the keep up.
That's the whole problem in a nutshell right there, Ashley. Men don't approach her. She don't get many opportunities. How you build a roster when nobody even approach you? You don't have no suitors. You can't build a roster with no suitors. Okay? And you talk to her like she could just miraculously get that done. If she could build a roster, she wouldn't be talking like she talking right now. All right, she wouldn't be thinking about no guy she only knew for a day. She's thinking about this guy she only knew for a day because he was cute, and those kind of guys normally don't approach her. And she thought she had one finally, and she ain't got nothing else better to do. So she's soaking in this because she get opportunities with men. Just not the kind of men she thinks she deserves. And when she get an opportunity with a man, she got him matched up with some guy she can't get who wouldn't pay her no mind. So she thinks she's settling for him. And that's how she think he need to let her treat him. And ain't no goddamn way because she not settling for him. She not. She thinks she too good for him. She not.
Mature and can't really, keep up with the keep up. He probably wanted a little
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to go on dates or whatever. So
Yeah, he probably got the dun. Yeah. Look, let me tell you something. She probably gave him anything she wanted. That's why she invested already. All right. She invested already. She knows she kicked that box out in 45, 50 minutes. All right. Because that kind of guy don't normally approach it. If he asked her to go on he ain't take her on no date. All right. You know how this went, fellas. And she don't know that he can't take a woman like that serious. All right. She don't get it because she don't get many opportunities with men. All right. And the opportunities she do get, she squandered them because she thinks she should be doing, she deserves something more. She thinks she too good for them because we know it's some men that would love to have her, but they ain't about to be competing with some man that they know you can't get because you think because you got him, that means you could get any man. No, he don't believe that. You believe that.
Which I don't want to go on dates or whatever, so I'm gonna make her the problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. So
Yeah.
we need to, we need a roster.
Yeah, that's what I guess I got upset because I haven't been looking.
Listen, let me tell you who got a roster. 304s. 304s got a roster. All right, you can't convince a man that a woman got a roster and she not a 304. You talking to a simp or you talking to a woman? All right, because you ain't gonna never convince him. A man know only a 304 would even subscribe to that. Only a 304 would even subscribe to that thinking. All right, listen, and you automatically go in the fun zone and you're not coming off of his roster. All right, and then give a damn what you think. I know you think it shouldn't matter, and women think they got some way of forcing men to believe it shouldn't matter. You don't. You don't. You don't have no way of getting us to buy into this shit, this nonsense. Y'all don't get it that y'all ain't gonna never force us to want nothing. Men ain't always want. All right, we want we know y'all seem to think this is this person out here, this your person guy. All right, who gonna bypass all the women who got what he want, and you ain't gonna have to compete for this superstar. This your person who is a superstar, who got everything, and you ain't gonna have to compete for him, Miss Basic Betty, and not this lady in particular, but they parade across this screen all day long. All right, this guy who ain't gonna never pay her no mind, that she got every guy who is approaching her competing with. This fantasy man of hers who, listen, chasing him, she gonna be alone. All right, she middle-aged, she just gonna be a golden girl talking this. Spinning in infinity.
Focus on me, and it's like, you could have left me alone. If you was gonna do that, you just could have left me alone. That's how I felt.
No, girl. That's not how it works. Girl. If you had 6 months.
You're too old to still be talking like that. You should know better. All right, he's not gonna leave you alone if he think you're gonna do what he wants you to do real quick. All right, he gonna come and get that. You already know that. That's why you shouldn't have never gave it to him. If you wouldn't have gave it to him, you wouldn't feel so invested. All right, you would have knew he ain't want your ass right off the top because he wouldn't have never called you again anyway. No matter how that was going, he was never going to be interested in you.
Not how it works. Girl. If you had 6 more, you wouldn't be worried about that. You'd be like, oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, like, okay, we need to level up. That's what we need to do.
Yes.
We need to take it.
Some of the worst advice I see, all right, given to women come from women. Come from women. Baby girl, she can't help you. She can only tell you how to make sure a man never take you serious. All right, you got a roster. All right, and you need to start having more. All right, you can't even get one. All right, she thinks she talking, she just as clueless as you are. And I don't believe she really that clueless. I believe she just got to give you a pep talk. She got to tell you something. All right, because she can't tell you the truth that the kind of men you think you should be in the market for not going to ever start paying you no mind. And this kind of thinking going to have you growing old and gray all by yourself. You go talk to some men where it gets you married, baby girl. No, he ain't going to be no superstar. He ain't going to look like Boris Coaches. All right, because that guy ain't going to be thinking about you. But we're going to get you something you could live with and something that'll seriously be something you can do with. You could do something with. All right, you're just going to keep getting yourself a bunch of losers.
Put your name on it, waiting for you. And you know what you need to do. I know you know what you need to
I
do.
I know. Big Mama need to lose some weight. I know.
Let's see you head to toe now. Come on, step back. Let's see
Hey,
you.
let me prop the camera. Y'all don't come at me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
I lost some weight because I was like 250. So now I'm 206.
Oh,
Go lose some more. You come back when you're ready. Don't come back before that. All right, listen, we don't want this. We don't want this shit. No, listen, you come back when you got your shit together. All right, listen, you don't want no man on no journey. We don't want no woman on the journey. All right, you can't even compete for the best of the men who already approach you. All right, listen, superstars don't take this shit, baby girl. You got to get real. You got to go talk to some men. See, we're going to tell you some shit you don't want to hear. Like, you need to get your shit together. All right, and you don't have your shit together. And we don't give a good goddamn where you work, what you do for a living. You don't have your shit together.
I'm 206.
oh, that's pretty good. Congrats.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your goal? You can pick up your phone.
No, you get small like we say, not small like you say. No, that shit ain't gonna work. We don't know nothing about that shit. We ain't see you when you 250. We just seen you today, and you weigh too goddamn much. You get that shit together and you come back then.
I want to be realistically 180.
Okay, by New Year's, you're one. How much are you now to? That's 20 pounds. Okay, 20 pounds.
Well, you realistically want to still be single at 180. We say get small like we say, not small like you say. All right, you get small like you say, you small enough already. Let you tell it. You came down from 250 to 206. You only want to lose 20 more pounds. No, you're going to get small like we say, or you're going to get by yourself like you been.
That's very
Okay.
important. You need to start lifting weights. Not
Yes.
just cardioing yourself, that. Lift some weights. You need to do that too. To give
Okay.
you some definition.
Okay.
Okay. I
Thank
want you to
you.
do that as well. And I want you to get out of your head. Don't give up on, dating just